Patriots players thought it was better that Tom Brady left the team. The report mentions Brady's gloomy attitude starting at the end of the 2018 season, taking a toll on the locker room. There was a feeling that a vibe change was needed if Brady's mood stayed the same. Shannon, do you agree it was time for Tom Brady to move on?
Well, I think in Tom's mind and in Coach Belichick's mind, it was time. Skip, I think, and even last year when Gronk was on our show, he showed a clip of Tom sitting on the sideline, and it looked like he was sulking. It looked like he was in a bad movie. And he was like, Tom, the other guys see you doing that, they're going to do that. Pick your head up. Show some charisma. Become engaged. And I think the thing is, Skip, it's hard. Okay, you come to work. You already know Coach Belichick's going to ride you. It'd be a jerk. And then the guy that's in the locker room that you look to as a light, the beacon, you expect him to be upbeat. Skip, I think something for me, every day I went to work. And sometimes every day is not going to be perfect. You know that. You've been working for 40 years all your life. You know every day is not going to be, but you got to put on that perception. You got to put on that face like everything's okay. I've been having the greatest time of my life in the world. And maybe Tom came to the realization, he had an epiphany. You know what? Coach Belichick just going to be a jerk to me as long as I'm here. And I think I've had it about up to here as much as I can take. And I can no longer put on that happy face. To come in here and, well, Tom's upbeat. It can't be that bad. At some point in time, enough is enough. And I think Tom had even everybody has a breaking point, Skip. And I think it started to grind him down. And the guys started to see that it's grinding him down. And the negativity started to seep into the locker room. And it's like, man, something needs to change. Coach Belichick ain't going anywhere. But at least, Skip, Coach Belichick, I only see Coach Belichick in a meeting room occasionally and on the practice field. I'm always around Tom, and Tom is doom and gloom now. And so, although they know what Tom represents, Skip, it's just hard when someone is negative. We've been around people, Skip, that like, damn, dude, I was having a good day till you walked into the room. He like that little cloud of dust, like Pigpen. Yep. No matter where Pigpen went, he had a little cloud of dust around him. Yep. He put a nice outfit on, it's still a cloud of dust. And I think maybe that started to wear on Tom. But I am a little surprised, Skip, because that is Tom Brady. He has done a lot. A lot of you guys got rings because of Tom Brady. And y'all should show a little bit more gratitude to that. I don't care if he came in and dumped all his clothes, dumped everybody's clothes out of the bag on the floor.
Okay, so my question about this report is,
yes,
how could Tom Brady not be, to use the word from the report, dour? How could he not come in starting over the second half of the 2017 season when he knew his coach tried to get rid of him?
That was the beginning, yep.
And then remember what happened, that he ended up, he slit his thumb open in a freak accident on the practice field. You think it was something else. Yeah. I don't know what it was, but he said it was freak on the practice field. It required surgery on Wednesday evening, 25 stitches to close it up. He throws for 138 just in the fourth quarter to bring them back from 20-10 down to Jacksonville in the AFC Championship game 4 days after surgery on his throwing thumb.
Right.
And they win the game, and Belichick dismisses the effort as it wasn't exactly open heart surgery. Well, to a quarterback on his throwing end, it was sort of the equivalent of open heart surgery.
If you're a right-handed quarterback, anything on that right arm is surgery.
And then he goes to that Super Bowl and throws for a all-time playoff record, 505, and they lose 41-33. Don't get me started on what happened with Malcolm Butler in the defense.
Right.
But then he comes out here a couple of months later, does a sit-down with Jim Gray out in Santa Monica, and he's asked, do you think the Patriots have shown you, Belichick and Kraft, the appropriate gratitude? And he said, I plead the fifth. You do?
He probably wanted to say what Coach Mr. Kraft had, but not Coach, all right. Belichick.
And then Jim asked him, are you happy? And Tom Brady said, I have my moments.
Right.
Well, that's the beginning of the end right there. Tom Brady said that?
Well, Skip, you know what really started this? This started with Deflategate. Coach Belichick threw Tom up under the bus.
That's true.
All he had to do was say, guys.
Point. I agree.
Skip, you got to ask Tom about that. I don't know about no balls.
He called his own media session on the Saturday before they left for the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And remember, he gave the whole explanation.
Yes. My cousin Vinny.
Yeah, my cousin Vinny. What's her name? Vito.
Yeah.
Mona.
Yep, Mona Lisa.
Yeah. But he's given the thing about don't ask me, ask my quarterback.
Right.
really?
You
Okay.
didn't have to say that. Say, look, we play by the rules. The balls are inflated how they are. We don't know anything. I mean, you don't say, ask my quarterback.
Right. So he goes on, and then he completes the 3 straight 3rd and 10 for conversions in Kansas City, and then they go win another Super Bowl after that.
Right.
And then last year, I kept saying it felt sabotagey to me. It just felt like flat-out sabotage because, remember, Pro Football Focus wrote last week that most of the issues from Brady's 2019 stem from his receivers and the fact they just couldn't get open. That ranked the New England receiving corps as the worst in Brady's tenure in New England since they've started back in 2006. So the point is, he cut Josh Gordon, still afloat in Seattle now, and Antonio Brown flamed out himself after about a minute, and then they go get Mohamed Sanu, who's a complete bust, and he's now cut this year.
Right.
Well, Brady's saying, I don't have anybody to throw to here. Yeah, you're going to start hanging your head after a while.
And the thing was, Skip, Tom is like, I don't really know what else I can do for you guys to give me the extension so I finish my entire career here.
Yeah.
Because just like y'all gave me an extra $8 million, and Skip and Tom said, well, you can't franchise me. Coach Belichick was not going to franchise Tom. Coach Belichick was not about to put no $34 million into a quarterback. That's not how he operates, Skip. You know Coach Belichick is, I mean, they cut Gostkowski. They draft the kicker high in what, the 4th or 5th round, and they cut him. Coach Belichick says, I don't care who you are. You come in, you compete. If you don't compete, you gone.
Yep.
I'm surprised. I'm not. Because once you started hearing the rumblings that he wanted to move in a different direction, Skip, the writing was on the wall. And Tom Brady, the more accomplished you are, the more pride you have. And he's like, man, this joker tried to, after all I've accomplished, 3 MVPs, because at that time he had won 4 Super Bowls. And the dude was trying to trade me for, no matter what Jimmy did while I was absent, that's still unproven.
I agree.
That was the writing on the wall for me, and they released that statement, a joint statement, Mr. Kraft, Coach Belichick, and Tom Brady. We've had unparalleled success and yada, yada, yada. But you know and everybody else knew the writing was on the wall.
Okay, so how can you not be happy for Tom Brady now? He's got his best receiving corps he's ever had in 20 years.
Yes.
And he just added Leonard Fournette. And did you see what Leonard posted on social media?
I saw a picture of him.
Yeah.
Did we see that?
I loved it.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, Tommy. Way to go. Lenny.
And they took a photo of him and Tom together.
Oh, don't forget Bruce is in the back there, too.
Yeah. How cute is that? That's what just happened.